I'd also like to tell you about the strangest secret in the world. How does a person go from living life with and by the victim mentality, as you hear today, to understanding the true power of the human mind? Simple. While deep in your usual YouTube rabbit hole, let your eye be captured by a series of videos on how to execute math problems in an efficient and expedient manner. Get curious and head to the channel the videos are from, looking for more of the same. Scroll down until you see this and watch your entire world change. Now click the video and feel the conviction as you realize you've been wasting away your mind while running a race with no finish line. Finish those life-changing 32 minutes and reflect. After your self-reflection, start. All those bad habits of yours, wear them down day by day and one at a time. Drill that 32 minutes into your heart and mind by listening over and over, day in and day out. Probably most important is this. Understand that life does not happen to you, but you happen to life. You create your circumstances. Otherwise, don't believe in circumstance as you normally have before. Now prepare yourself for this. The strangest secret in this world is that we become what we think about. In only a month now, I see that this is so true. I can't fathom why I and others haven't been able to naturally pick up on this. I do know why, however. And it's because we've indirectly dedicated our lives to being bots. You really think you exist to be a follower? To do as others do without knowing exactly why you do so? Do you really think you exist to conform? Those questions convicted me. I realized I was insulting God himself by letting all he'd gifted me for free go to waste. The human mind is capable of anything you assign it. Yes, anything. Decide what it is solely that you want and go get it one day at a time. Plant that seed. Progressively realize this worthy ideal and you're already a success. Believe and succeed. A while back I was on Instagram and I saw a post from the Henny God himself, J.R. Smith, a motivational post. Cynical comments were everywhere, but one in particular caught my eye as a cynical reader. Someone said, and I'm going to paraphrase this, "You have money, it's easy for you to be a saint in paradise." His response, "I was rich before I had money." Now, I didn't know what he meant at the time. I just left the comment section, continuing on in life as a cynic. Now, don't gloss over that. I wasn't a skeptic. I was a cynic. Skeptics can be educated on the truth. They're open-minded. Cynics are biased against things in spite of the facts. They're stuck in their ways. You see, I learned this from Coach Legend on Instagram. And it all goes back to home base. We become what we think about. Your mindset is who you are. You're exactly where you are in life because whether you care to admit it or not, it's where you want to be. We want instant results without putting in the work to get there. We want to remain pessimists who whine about our unfair predicaments instead of working to escape them. We curse those who are born into wealth without realizing we have the same opportunity to ensure the same for our descendants. At one point in time, no one was wealthy, and there were a group of people who chose to make better for themselves and their bloodline. Now here we are in the richest land on earth, and I'm specifically talking to Americans. And we're still stuck in generational curses and cycles. If everyone came under control of their minds, the mediocrity standards would rise, and with it, the standards for success. That's the kind of cycle we should be working toward. We complain about all the money being up top. Stop. It's up top because we should have to work for what we want. Nothing is given. Everything is earned. What value would there be if we didn't have the journey before the goal? The journey is always more fulfilling than the destination. Set your goals and execute them into existence. What's a plane without a pilot? It's plain. It's destined to become a derelict. Don't become a derelict. You want that legacy you covet every day, that Kobe Bryant kind of love when you leave this world? Go out and earn it. Change your life today before you can change the lives of others. What's that? You can't right now because you don't have the means to? Try again. No excuses. Do you really want to be better, or are you all talk? You want help? Help yourself first, and watch everyone flock to aid someone as encouraging as you appear to be. See, life is the art of improvement. Speaking of which, my rabbit hole also led me to a channel with that said name, and my world changed even further, particularly when I watched this. You ready for some more truth? You're not bored, or unmotivated, or uninspired, or any BS. You're afraid. Afraid to fail. Afraid to be judged. Afraid to leap. Fear is a thief in the night. Ironic. The cliche, the only thing we have to fear is fear itself, couldn't be more spot on. You've allowed your mind to run rampant with no supervision or guidance. Come under control and accept responsibility. Failure is a part of succeeding. So is being judged, too. But newsflash, you're not as big a deal as you think you are, yet. No one's watching you. You're watching you. And we're always our biggest critics. You don't want to leap. Will Smith said this one. You've got to take the leap. Get out of that destructive comfort zone. Action overcomes fear, not thoughts or plans or goals or hunger and drive. Only action. Start whatever it is you desire today. No excuses like, I don't have what I need for it at the moment. No. That same excuse cost me 9 months of my life. That's enough time for a human to be molded and born. I wasted an entire phase of life. Now, how long have you wasted? Break that cycle today. Now, let me get back to the mind before I wrap this up. Did you know your mind is a rich field that will give to you in abundance whatever you plant in it? You might as well plant positivity. Negativity will yield negativity, and vice versa. It's a double-edged sword. This needs to be said too. Your mind is an external to a degree. It will pop things up to combat you like a child does to an authority figure. Now, how will you choose to react? Hopefully, by continuing your march forward. In the same way that you ignore a doubter or a hater, you do the same when your mind escapes your control for a small bit until you come back under control. It's going to happen. It's natural. React accordingly. I could go on specifically about molding your mind under the art of stoicism or creating a green and red list, but I think you get the point. What will you choose? To think or not? To act or not? It's 100% up to you. Oh, and regarding anyone outside of the United States who thinks that this ain't for you, think again. You have a mind too. Use it. You see, we live a twisted irony in that we value more the things that have no lasting power. Money and possessions can be lost and regained. Your mind, health, family are a few of the things given to you for free, and we can't get them back if we lose them. If it's God-given, cherish and use it before it's gone for good. I implore you to embark on your 30-day test, the same one outlined in the Earl Nightingale audio. Make that note card and do your absolute best for 30 days. Then watch it become habitual as you realize you can't imagine being any other way. Now, all I've talked to you about in this video, I'm living by. My goal is to be the greatest, most accomplished filmmaker of all time. And I know it is inevitable for me to achieve this because I am progressively realizing this day by day. I've adopted the Mamba mentality, being better each day and staying in direct competition with myself every day. Bernie Mac outlined that perfectly in his Oprah interview. He was only concerned with being better than himself. My actions are ensuring success will continue coming my way. I'm escaping my old ways. All I did was complain and play the victim. Now, I'm playing the winner. I'm living the life of a successful man, and therefore I'm willing further success into existence. I am the Charles Jackson. And remember this when you see the fruits of my labor and your own manifest from the limitless power of the human mind. And remember, ask and it shall be given you. Seek and ye shall find. Knock and it shall be opened unto you. For everyone that asketh receiveth, and he that speaketh, and he that seeketh findeth. And to him that knocketh, it shall be opened. That's Matthew chapter 7, verses 7 through 8. It's as simple as that. Start today. Here we go again with this. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. I love you all. Thank you. And I'll see you next time. The Charles Jackson.